Welcome to Cartoon Story.
Squeaky and the Gigantic Acorn. In a forest filled with tall, shady trees lived a tiny squirrel named Squeaky. Squeaky was very good at one thing, finding the biggest, shiniest, most perfect acorns. One sunny afternoon, Squeaky was digging when he struck gold. He unearthed the most gigantic acorn he had ever seen. It was as big as his head and smelled wonderfully nutty. "This is all mine," Squeaky squealed, hugging it tight. "I don't have to share this one with anyone." He rolled the gigantic acorn all the way back to his nest. All the other squirrels, like Rosie and Chuck, were busy gathering lots of small acorns for the long winter ahead. "Squeaky, are you going to help us gather?" asked Rosie. "Winter is coming soon." "No need," Squeaky boasted. "I have my magnificent mega-acorn. It's enough for a whole year." Rosie and Chuck frowned, but they kept working, storing away hundreds of small nuts. Squeaky spent his days admiring his single, huge acorn, dusting it and polishing it. Then, the first snowflake fell. Winter had arrived. Squeaky settled into his nest and proudly brought out his mega-acorn. He gave it a big, excited lick, and found that the shell was so thick and hard, he couldn't even make a tiny scratch. He pushed and pulled, chewed and gnawed, but the gigantic acorn wouldn't budge. Suddenly, Squeaky was hungry and cold, with a huge, beautiful, but unbreakable nut. He was ready to cry. Just then, there was a tap-tap-tap on his tree hollow. It was Rosie and Chuck. They peeked in, carrying a small, neat pile of cracked nuts. "We heard you struggling," Rosie whispered kindly. "Your big acorn is beautiful, Squeaky, but the small, easy-to-open ones are better for eating." Chuck handed Squeaky a perfectly cracked hazelnut. "We have plenty. We knew you'd be hungry. It's much easier to gather many small things than to rely on just one big thing." Squeaky happily ate the nut. He learned a wonderful lesson that day: small, steady efforts are often better than one big, risky idea, and it's always better to share what you have with your friends. After that, Squeaky learned to gather lots of small, easy-to-crack nuts with his friends, and they all enjoyed a warm, well-fed winter together.
That's all from my end. I make helpful videos daily, so do subscribe my channel. Any kind of problem, please comment below. Stay updated with our cool products, as it will make your life much more easier.